the prompter out loud. I always do. This is for you, with love from your staff, your crew, and a legendary mystery guest. What am I reading? As you know, for our farewell season, we asked if you would please let us surprise you this year. And you agreed. Don Johnson was the first, okay? The next surprise is waiting in the wings with one of your favorites.
Jake Hartford.
As I was passing by a real fine hotel, a chick was walking out, and she was looking swell. Now, I give her the eye and started to carry on. When a Cadillac pulled up, and the chick was gone. It should have been me with that real fine chick. It should have been me with that real fine chick. Hey, hey, driving that Cadillac.
You know, we have a story coming up on blind prostitutes coming up next. You know what they say about blind prostitutes? You really have to hand it to them.
What's with that pinhead man?
You had no choice, Roy. It was the only way you could prove there was no conflict of interest.
He don't know dick. You know that man? He don't know dick. And what about you? I mean, you are the assistant deputy district attorney, aren't you? I mean, can't you fix it for me?
I'm sorry, Roy. It's too late.
Just like that, huh? Too late, Roy. Well, I'll tell you something. This country's going to the dogs. You know, it used to be when you bought a politician, that son of a bitch stayed born.
Now I've called the shot. Get off the pot. I really gotta fly. Gotta be going to that malt shop in the sky.
Good morning, everybody. Coming up to 5:11, 11 past 5. This is the September 18th edition of the Awake with Jake show. Our phone number, 591-8900. You wish to email me, you can. Jake at WLSAM.com. You can text me to 68683. Put in WLSAM in the message, or you can join the Facebook group. It's go to Facebook and go Jake Hartford Show. That's the way we're going to do it. Today's word is arrogance. That is today's word. And for you people, when I paused the bandwagon last week for the White Sox, and I gave you the chance to get off, for those of you who stayed on, you have yourselves to blame. bandwagon has crashed. I think it's crashed into the Cubs bandwagon. It really has. The opening segment today, for those trying to figure out what was in there and what it all means, we had a little Robert Blake, his birthday today, born in 1933, I believe. I believe he's still alive. He beat that. Did he beat that murder rap? We also had a little Fred Willard, born in 1939. Jack Warden, very, very good actor, born in 1920. I think he's dead. And then we had Frankie Avalon, who would be 70 years old today. Wow. On this day in history, not much. I got to tell you, not much. 1938, the Chicago Bears beat Green Bay Packers 2-0. They were really rolling up the score in that game. And talk about global disruption. Not global warming, it's now global disruption. Temperature disruption, whatever they're calling it. In 1919, there was a hurricane. Tides reached 16 feet above normal along the Gulf Coast. 280 people drowned. That's a lot. 7 years later, in 1926, a hurricane hit Miami, killed 250. They had some global warming going on then, didn't they? And can I just start out, first arrogant award of the day? Senator Lisa Murkowski, Republican out of Alaska. She lost in the primary to Jim Miller, and she announced last night she's going to run as a write-in candidate to keep her Senate seat. That is arrogance. She is, I don't even know word I can use to describe her, but it's arrogant. Paul in Arlington Heights, good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Well, good morning, Jake. Now, I failed to do this last week, so I want to make sure I get my prediction in for this week. The Bear Score contest.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I saw something on Jake's Facebook page.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, just in case there is something like this going on, I predict Dallas 27, Bears 14.
You don't think the Bears have a great team this year after last week's game?
Oh, what a tainted win. Come on. I mean, what a ridiculous ruling there. I mean, that was clearly a touchdown at the end. Detroit was robbed, and believe me, I'm no Detroit fan, but what's fair is fair. That was the most goofy call I've seen in quite a while, I tell you.
He was supposed to be able to make a football move.
Yeah, well, and then if he would have spiked the ball, he would have gotten in trouble for that, not fair. Well, Jake, I got to ask you, I know not too far away from Green Jakers, they opened up this new sandwich shop called Chick-fil-A, or Chick-fil-A. Was any of your family members there in that tent city to get that year's supply of chicken?
Where was it held?
In Aurora, I guess is the first one, and they showed on the news all these people are camped out. I guess they had some drawing where 100 people would receive chicken for a year.
I missed that. I would have been there.
Yeah, there you go.
I would have camped out for days for that.
And then, I noticed on your Facebook page yesterday where you were asking people how long have they been listening to your show. Now, is this an indication that we're approaching some kind of broadcast anniversary date for you?
20 years in March.
It will be 20 years in March.
Yeah, right here at this very radio station, WLS, yes.
Well, very good. Well,
and they are very happy about it too. I may add.
Well, we're going to be very happy when we see you on the TV on this Chicago on the Go on that new NBC digital channel. We can watch you on the TV, turn down the sound, and listen to you on WLS at the same time.
For those who don't know what you're talking about, didn't see Robert Feeder the other day, starting on the 25th of October, I believe it is, the Don and Roma show Monday through Friday and the Rowan Roper show Monday through Friday will be on the digital channel NBC5, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And now, at the beginning of your show, Jake, I'll end with this on an uplifting note. You mentioned about the prostitute in the car. Well, if you think I'm lying, this is not Jake or fake. You can look at the Daily Herald's website, and the story is in today's paper, apparently. Some stable hand here at Arlington Park was found having amorous relations with a 4-year-old filly. And
yes, that story is in today's Chicago Sun-Times, the bright one.
All right, and then when you look under comments from readers, one of the comments was, well, this isn't my line, this is someone else's line. He said, apparently the stable hand didn't hear the horse say nay. So, on that happy note, Jake, have a good weekend.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for setting the table. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Here, I want to have a better story, a brighter story. The woman, the person of the day, Susan Miller in Naperville. We should praise that woman. I'll tell you about that in a little bit, too. And we'll get back to more of your calls. 591-8900 is the phone number. It's the 5 o'clock hour. Awake with Jake right here on WLS. Back after this.
Awake with Jake. Jake Hartford. 890 AM. WLS.